With everything that is going on in our politics currently, there's yet another very major worry. Apart from all those worrying things going on, there's yet another major worry Kenyans will have to focus on. And it has to do with crime. You see, consistently, before every general election in Kenya since independence, crime always shoots up as the country prepares for general election. And some people have linked this to politicians, trying to raise campaign funds. Not all politicians, but enough politicians to make this a matter of great concern. Those Kenyans who have a memory close to that of an elephant will remember that in the run-up to the 2017 general elections, we had M-Pesa shops countrywide being robbed. Remember that? In the 70s, we used to have bank robberies. So, what are we going to have in the run-up to the 2022 general elections? Remember, we're not even talking about the current political class alone. No. We have many other people, many other Kenyans countrywide, who are seeking to enter politics. Some want to be members of parliament, governors, senators, women reps, etc., etc. And they all need to raise funds, serious cash for their campaigns. And some of them are more desperate than others. And you can be sure they are not all good people. Many of them will be thugs. Many of them will be desperate, especially those who lost their seats in the last elections. They will not want to take any chances. And we know desperate people can be very dangerous. This kind of scenario favors those presidential candidates who have an endless war chest to finance their bid for 2022. Because if you're vying for the presidency, you will need MPs, you will need senators on your side, you will need governors on your side to make it easier for you to govern. And it goes without saying that if you have strong candidates campaigning for themselves and campaigning for you, campaigning on your ticket in the grassroots, it is a very effective strategy to increase your presidential votes. And so if you have the funds to finance a lot of politicians across the board, like one presidential candidate definitely has, then what it means is that a lot of strong contenders, popular candidates, who may not be able to raise finances on their own, will run to you. They will desperately seek a UDA ticket. Bottom line, that is yet another challenge that Team Keleweke will have to face in the run-up to the 2022 general elections. There is also another presidential candidate, who should have all his finances well organized. Jimmy Wanjigi. Yep, the billionaire Jimmy Wanjigi. He too will have a huge advantage in the run-up to the 2022 polls. Of course, I'm aware that Bwana Wanjigi already has a huge challenge getting the ODM ticket to vie for the presidency. Although even if he loses it, ticket for the presidency, he can still vie as an independent candidate. However, the rules of this game still don't change for him. He will still need to have his people countrywide as MPs, senators, etc., etc. Bottom line, a general election in Kenya is all about money. It's all about access to enough resources to make an impact, yeah, and hopefully to succeed, get elected, which means a lot of trouble, yeah, for the ordinary, long-suffering Kenyan. Increased crime, candidates getting elected who should not be elected, but will still get elected, upende uspende, because they have the money or they have access to resources, whatever means they use. Wah, 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 wah. Now, I regret that I'm the one who had to give you this bad news, yeah, for the rest of us ordinary folks. But unfortunately, it is the truth, because it is okay to get excited about the upcoming general elections. There is nothing wrong with that. But in the country called Kenya, it means that even as you get excited, you have to get very worried about a lot of other things. Yeah, and unfortunately, some of the consequences, yeah, of what people have to do in a run-up to a general election in our country may have more permanent repercussions, yeah, which will affect some Kenyans long after the elections are over. Because elections come and go. But many times, the wounds from those elections live much longer. Yeah, unfortunately. The ordinary Kenyan ends up losing big time. Because even the people who finally get elected, yeah, because many times our tribal emotions take over and we vote tribally, giving our vote to the crook who has the most money, yeah, to dish out. What happens is that that person who gets elected does not help us, does not serve our interests. Yeah, they serve their own personal, selfish interests. Because, to start with, many of these people who will vie for seats will be able to access funds, yeah, on an arrangement where they have to get those funds back. Yeah, once they're in parliament, once they're in the Senate, whatever, they will have to be able to generate funds to pay back, yeah, the person who financed them, or to return where they borrowed those funds, or to support the business person who wanted certain interests, yeah, in a county, for example, or something like that. So at the end of the day, these politicians, even after being elected, will hardly ever get round to serving the people who elected them. That is the very sad state of affairs. That is a very sad reality of Kenyan politics. Almighty God help us. Now, as we approach the general elections, yeah, you'll have noticed that I've stepped up our coverage of what is happening, and I've even stepped up our coverage in our sensitive information contained in our weekly intelligence briefings. Yeah, you can see details on your screen right now about the latest two WIBs, number 64, number 65. Moto kuliko pasi ya makaa, yeah, which I highly recommend that you get, so that you stay abreast, you're fully aware of what is going on. I just want to remind you to take full advantage of our current special offer, where you can even become a life member of WIB, never again pay any subscription or a single cent for a very low price. Yeah, you can see that price on your screen right now. And this offer is coming to an end very soon. Yeah, so use the email address you see to send a blank email, and you'll get an automated response giving you full payment details. Yeah, the same payment details are also repeated in the description area below. Go for it. I highly recommend it. And please also remember that if you enjoyed this video, please remember also to give me a like. Yeah, that really helps me. It helps the reach of this video. It supports this channel. And I want to thank you in advance. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.